What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Rent This Flip That, and we are back out at the duplexes in Gallatin, Tennessee. And yep, you guessed it, more subfloor problems. So we're finding out that by being landlords, it's not just go collect a rent check and hang out and do nothing. We've actually done a lot of work in these duplexes, and one of the tenants is having an issue with her flooring. So we went over to take a look, and she was right. She's got some issues. So Kellie's in there tearing out tile right now, and that tile's laid on top of Luan. So we're having a great time today. So we're gonna go in there and get busy and take a look and see what all needs to happen and assess the situation. And then we're gonna put a plan together and we're gonna get this floor back together and back in shape. All right, let's go inside and take a look. All right, here we go. Here's Miss Kellie. How you doing, Kellie?
I'm okay.
Oh man, I think I was zoomed in. So there looks like a problem issue over there.
Right here.
And then we also had some bouncy sponginess there, so there may be a floor joist that needs to be replaced there. And then of course,
it's real bouncy.
It's real bouncy. She actually had a hole in the floor. Like I went under there and put a piece of plywood and a couple braces to get it temporarily where she won't fall through the floor until we could get over here. And we're here now, so we're probably gonna have to rip some of this subfloor out here. The rest of it looks to be okay. And we'll check for sponginess. We'll also check for mold. We'll check for rot, and anywhere there's soft spots, rot, or mold, it's gotta go. And so that's the plan right now, is to get in here and maybe move this table and stuff and get the rest of this tile tore out. That'll probably be what we do for the day. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Tearing out tile can get pretty dusty, so make sure you're wearing a mask, and also if you want to save your furniture from getting covered in dust, I suggest wrapping it in plastic. Now we wrap the tables and stuff like that up, but we're going to be tearing out all the cabinets, and so we just didn't cover those up. Now when it comes to removing the Luan, if it was installed correctly, it should be stapled about every square 4 inches. And this was wet, swolled up, and coming apart. So I can tell you it was kind of miserable tearing this Luan up because it came apart in little tiny pieces. I got these safety glasses, but I can either wear safety glasses or wear a mask because the mask falls up to safety glasses. So I figured since COVID's not fun to get, so I don't know what it's gonna be like breathing this dust. And since I have never put an eye out before, and I had COVID before, but I've never put an eye out. So the odds of putting an eye out are less than catching something breathing. So I'm gonna go with mask and just risk losing an eye today, I guess. All right, I'm just joking. Wear your safety goggles. We'll just fog them up. Well, as bad as I hate to do it, if I'm going to replace all of the subfloor, I'm going to have to pull this door. That's the only way I'm going to be able to get the new subfloor underneath the door jambs.
Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so I want to update you on what I got done today. I did a little bit of recording, not sure if the mic was hooked up, but we have sound, but I do have the video for that. All right, so right now you can see that I have removed all the J channel from around the door, and we're gonna have to bring this door in because we got a 30-inch door, and this is a 32. Now we did that on purpose because, well, we have looked everywhere for a door at a reasonable price, and there was just none. Facebook Marketplace, we looked even at the local Lowe's, and they didn't have what we were looking for. I mean, they did, but my goodness, $400. So anyway, we found a door for $65, and all I gotta do is just frame this door in a little bit, and then I'll be able to waterproof it a little better than it is too. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna get started on this. There's a plywood that needs to be repaired under there, so this door may not even go back in today because I have to do subfloor repair and slide it up underneath there and then set the door on the new floor. And we told her that, so I think I'll probably just like when I did over there at whatever those numbers are over there, 257 or 254, something like that. I just, put plywood over the door for the night, but that's probably what I'll do here if I can't get the door back in today. We definitely need to get the door back in tomorrow because tomorrow's Friday. We can't come back on Saturday. All right, got to get to it. Holla at y'all. All right, guys, so we have got the door tore out, and we got our work cut out for us. There's a couple things that we're gonna have to do to make the situation right. Right here, as you can see, we're going to have to get up underneath this wall as much as possible, get that rot tore out, and get the new plywood put up underneath it. We have to have good solid plywood underneath this, because as you can see, this right here is not good. See, it's all just kind of crumbling away. I can pretty much tear it away with my hands. Over here too, same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get this plywood cut out. Looks like we're gonna have to disconnect the dryer for tonight, but we can hold off on the washer and then try to get this cut out. And then we will run down to Lowe's, because we don't have a Home Depot down here, I'm not sure why, and try to get the plywood in today and see how far we can get, that we might be able to get the door in. And then if not, we'll just put some plywood over it. But that's the plan. Me and Kelly are gonna jump in here and get started. Here we go. I can just get it 4 foot off the front there, that's the plan. Now it's time for the big guns. Alright guys, so this next plan of attack is brought to you by UFloor. That's right, for flooring tips and tricks, visit UFloor on YouTube. And our sponsor, the like button. That's right, if you guys enjoy what you're seeing so far, help us out by smashing the like button. Alright, back to the job. Here's what's going on. Alright, as you can see, we are going to have to replace the plywood. And so what I'm going to do is measure back from here, all the way back to here, 4 foot on both sides of the door. And then I will be able to measure off the actual studs on both sides to see where we are on that. Then I'll come back to the framing back over there and pull that number, and then come over here to the framing and pull that number back, and then we will snap us a line. Okay, so you can see now when I say when you open a can of worms, you get worms. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but right there, let me try to zoom in on that. There's a bolt down there, see it? And it's not tight. This is the band to the deck, and this is the band to the house. This band is starting to rot out, as you can see right here. It's pretty soft, about 1.5 inches down there. And so I may, I may have to just go ahead and cut this and just add a piece back on top of it. And I don't want it to be like that. I'm trying to put I mean, I know it's not the right thing to do, but we're gonna have to take that whole deck loose and fix this. As we stated, we're trying to get this door back in, so I believe that's something I can come through later, even if I have to put some blocking back here and then reattach a new band out here after the fact. But okay guys, here's something I wanted to show you. It's a good learning opportunity. It's going to be kind of hard for me to find where to pull my number to pull this 4 foot, so I'm going to tell you where it should be, okay? So this is the sheeting right here, and it's supposed to be 1/2 inch thick. Okay, but you can see down here it's disintegrated, so you're like, I can't even get a number off that. I was going to try to get a number off this, and hopefully that's where it's supposed to be, and it probably is. But as you can see, this band is pulled away about 1/2 inch. So what, am I pulling from the band, am I pulling from this? The wall hasn't moved at all, so I'm going to go with the wall. Then you're thinking, Z, didn't you say it was disintegrated away? I did. Remember I said there's also about 1/2 inch. So if there's our little black 1/2 inch mark, if I line that up with the side of that 2x4 stud, which is 3.5, with this being tight and all of it being there, that's 1/2 inch right there. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to pull from the sheathing out here, and if I don't have the sheathing fully there, I'm going to pull from my 1/2 inch mark and line it up with my stud right here and pull back 4 foot. That way when I get all this stuff put back together, it's all where it's supposed to be, and you'll see what I'm talking about later on. All right. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Fact Max guy when it comes to tape measures, but I am a Dewalt guy when it comes to tools. However, this was left on my job site one day, and when I don't have a tape, it's my second go-to. It's not bad at all. There's my 4 foot on that side. But yeah, this is gone, so we'll have to do the old holding the 2x4 at the 3.5 mark. 1/2 inch right there. Bringing it back to my 4 foot. And I would never trust a straight edge to do it all the way across, because the floor is humpy. So we just want to get a good reference point on both sides of the door that's consistent past the doorway. And when we come on our 4 foot sheet, it's nice and flush out there in the front of the door. So I'm gonna go down there and mark 44 inches, and then I'll go down there and mark 44 inches, snap a line, and we should be good to go. 4 foot at the front door. All right, so I got my 44 marked down here. I'm just gonna drive a screw down here. Y'all know that fancy hook they put at the end of the chalk box, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Alright guys, another learning episode. Check it out. I got my tape measure laid out right here, okay? And as you can see, that first rip right there, I don't know, it looks to be somewhere around 18 to 20 inches, you know? And then it takes off with the 4 foot rips. So I went ahead and measured 4 foot over so that as I'm going through here, this old stuff goes away and it comes in brand new. I don't want to line anything up new like that. So this is all going to be brand new. So when I cut it, what I'm going to do is, you can see the 4 foot where it lands. And this is how it is when I do flooring. I do it in 2 pieces. So we're going to take our first piece and we're going to cut it at 4 foot by 4 foot. And then we're going to throw the full sheet in right here, right? And then we'll use the last piece over here behind the refrigerator. But that'll allow us to get the flooring in, the subfloor in, and get the door in before we have to tear anything else like the bathroom or the cabinets. Yeah, we got to tear those out too. Anyway, that's what's going on over here, so you'll see what I'm talking about. We're going to cut that at 4 foot and install it. All right, here we go. This is the part of the job that I do not like. I mean, little buddy, you're awesome, but you tend to get a little hot and bothered after about an hour. So today, you can sit and watch for a little while, but your brother's here, okay? And he said he was going to come to help. Now this guy has no quit in him. So I think we'll use this one today. All right, I'm gonna try to get up as close to the plate as I can. Oh, that's interesting. Check that out. I just got shocked by that. I'm not even joking. I don't mean like I'm shocked that happened. I mean, that's how I knew it was split. Hold on. This one seems to be a little more heavy duty, but this one will probably get the job done. You gotta have backup. Hey guys, I'll tell you what, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared about what's going on over here. As you can see, that band is about gone, and then they cut it to run this pipe. I'm not sure how this house was built or why it was built in this way, but they did all kinds of weird things, you know? And I sent Kelly to Lowe's for some plywood and some 2x8 pressure treated. I'm gonna block this thing up. It's the only thing I know to do. I mean, I gotta get something underneath there. Hold on. I gotta get something underneath there, and it needs to be solid. You know what I'm saying? Last time I had to do it from underneath, so luckily I'll be able to do it from the top right now. So that's what the plan is, to get this thing blocked up before I cut any more plywood out. That way she's not left big holes in her floor. Man, there was a huge spider down there. All right guys, so there's a lot going on here. So you guys, if you watched the other video where I changed the front door band, it was a little bit easier. I mean, I'm not going to say this is impossible, but these are in the way, and so there's, you know, I just got to be a little bit tricky about how we do this. I think I'm going to 2-piece it out there, right? And then have a splice here, but then I'll cap it with a double underneath here and underneath here and tie it into this, and that way it's doubled out over there, and these are sitting on double, and then I'll try to slide the plywood underneath there. So that's the plan. So I just got to get these cut 1.5 inches and then get that cut out. Well guys, unfortunately, that's all we have time for today. I didn't want to take up your whole day with this project because I'm going to be breaking it down in segments. So if you guys want to follow our progress on the duplex and especially the tabby house, then I would suggest going down and subscribing to the channel and turning on notifications so that you know when we put out those new videos. There's a lot more going on going forward, and we have a lot more projects to get into, and there's a lot of stuff we know about, but there's a lot of stuff we have no clue about. So that ought to be fun for you to watch us figure out how to get stuff done. That's it for right now on this one, guys, but I'm going to jump back in next week and put those floor joists in and get that thing ready for the decking so that I can put that door back in. So if you don't want to miss that, join us back here next week. All right, I think that's going to do it for this one, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care.